guys, and welcome to my very first video on YouTube. Thanks for swinging by and watching the video and checking out the channel, and I hope you come back after this video. I thought I'd start off by giving you an introduction to myself and a brief history of my wrestling figure collecting. So I've always collected wrestling figures as far as I can remember, from the age of about 2, possibly 3, up until now where I'm, embarrassingly in my 30s. So I've always collected figures, that corresponded to the wrestling product that I watched. Collecting Hasbros, Galoobs. I wasn't really into the bone crunching action figures or the Bendums. They didn't really do it for me, and my love and passion for wrestling was kind of fading. And then Jakks came out. I loved the Titantron figures. The Ruthless Aggression figures, not so much. Again, that was kind of a period for me where I almost stopped collecting because I didn't really feel it, and I wasn't really into the classic Superstars line either. I know everybody loves those figures, but for me, I wasn't really a big fan. Not all of them are bad, but there are some very, very bad classic Superstar figures, in my opinion. And then Mattel came out with their line, the Basics and Elites, and when they first came out, I was hooked. I collected Elites, I collected Basics. My Elite and Basic collection was so big. I must have had about 400 Basic figures and about 200 Elites. I had multiples, I was just buying everything. I love them. I had a mint on card collection, I had a loose collection, and then I actually ended up selling all of my Mattel products because it was taking up way too much room. I just moved house, I needed the money, and I noticed that I hadn't really added to my collection in about, 10 months, and I kind of thought, I don't think I'm ever going to buy another wrestling figure here, so I might as well just let go of them. I ended up selling them for a really bad price. I pretty much sold my entire collection for like £700, and that collection, included some really, really grail Mattel figures, defining moments, legends, a lot of the ringside exclusives, and I sold them for a really cheap price just because it was a one-off deal where the person would take all of them. And I'm sure that guy made a lot of money on the back of that deal. I started collecting figures again around about the time of the start of the pandemic in the UK, when people were being furloughed from work, so I was getting paid to not go to work. So I had, a little bit more money than I usually did. And I was heavily influenced by another YouTuber called Kyle Peterson. I watched his room tour video and I was absolutely blown away with his collection. My jaw was on the floor. I watched his video and I was just like, oh my God, I need to start collecting figures again. And I did. I literally, as soon as I watched that video, I went on eBay and I just picked up as many Elite figures as I could. I gave myself a few restrictions just so that I wouldn't get too carried away and end up regretting, buying, 50 Kofi Kingston Elites. So my rules were only collect Elites that are based on eras of WWF that I enjoyed. So from 1988 to 1993, any Elite figure that's based on that era, I'll buy. And I also went with 97 to 2000, any wrestler that has an Elite based on that time frame, I'll pick up. This channel will be, suited and specifically designed towards all Elite wrestling figures, the Unrivaled line, and soon to be Unmatched line. So I've been a fan of AEW since day one, basically. I followed a lot of the people who are now currently in AEW. I followed their careers before AEW was conceived for many years. So seeing them all now on this main stage for me is fantastic. So yeah, this channel is going to be dedicated to the All Elite Wrestling, Unrivaled, and soon to be Unmatched figure lines. And here I'll share news, reviews, leaks, figure unboxings, figure hunts. And funnily enough, I actually did a figure hunt today to put at the end of this video, and I messed it up. So it's my first attempt at doing one and I messed it up. I hit record and I must have hit stop a second later without realizing it. So there I am with the phone in the store, like showing all of the Unrivaled figures. And then I get out of the store. I actually made a purchase too, so I get out of the store. I go to check my footage back and it's 1 second long. Trial and error really. I haven't really got a clue what I'm doing with this YouTube business, but I thought I'd share my collection, and I've always been interested in YouTube and making a channel, so I'm glad I finally have a topic. So again, thanks for watching this video. Thanks for stopping by. Please leave a like and subscribe if you're interested in AEW figures. And in wrestling figures in general, but predominantly All Elite Wrestling figures is what this channel will be about. Next up, I'm going to give you a quick room tour and an update on my collection as it stands right now. And I also made a purchase today which I'm probably going to open and review and film that. And I may even throw that at the end of this video too, so that, you know, my introduction video has a bit of everything in it. So yeah, again, thanks for coming, and apologies if this video sucks. It is my very first one. So here's my collection, guys. We'll start from the top. And apologies for the glare. I use these figure display cases to store my figures, just to prevent them from getting damaged. And it makes dusting them a lot easier, so it may be a little bit difficult to see because of that, but I think you can still kind of see them. So we'll start off here. We have Series 1, and then following each figure from Series 1, we have the Series 1 version 2 counterpart. So, you know, Kenny, Cody, and then we go across to Matt Jackson and Nick Jackson. So yeah, you can see the skin tones are different with these figures. Yeah. I personally prefer Series 1 to Series version 1. I personally prefer Series 1 to Series 1 version 2. Apart from the Kenny Omega, I think the Kenny Omega from Series 1 version 2 is miles better. So then we get to Series 2. As you can see, we have Moxley, Hangman, we have MJF, Rey Fenix, Pentagon, Dustin Rhodes, Pac, Rio, Orange Cassidy, Darby Allin, and the Young Bucks. We come down here to Series 4. And anyone in the UK will know how difficult this Cody is to get currently. It's just nowhere to be found in the UK. I had to get mine off eBay. And then we come to Series 5. We have Moxley, Scorpio Sky, Frankie Kazarian, Hangman Adam Page again, Luchasaurus, Jungle Boy. So that is it for the Unrivaled core line. So we've got the UK exclusive Cody Rhodes and Ring, and then up from there we have the 4 standalone ringside exclusives. A little bit of the Wobbly, the Blood Brothers, the TNT Champion Cody, and the Jurassic Express. We have the ringside exclusive Authentic Scale Ring with Kenny Omega, and we have the Kids Toy AEW title. And the only chase I have in my collection, we have the Cody Rhodes chase from Series 4. It's the only chase I have. I got this from Ringside Collectibles inside my Series 4. That's why I had to get the other standard Cody from eBay, because my series came and the normal Cody, the regular Cody, wasn't in it because the chase was, so I had to then rebuy a standard Cody. So I'm going to bring you to this shelf, because this shelf has 4 loose figures. Now, I already have all of these figures mocked, as you've just seen, but collecting these figures loose is something that I've only just started to do. I literally unboxed these figures about a week ago, and I always kind of told myself I wouldn't collect these figures loose, but because there's quite a long wait in between series, especially when you pre-order them, you know, a few months early, you tend to be waiting around for new figures to arrive. So I basically have started collecting loose figures. So when I go to stores in the UK, I'm typically looking for figures that I can pick up to add to this collection. So we have Orange Cassidy from Series 3, we have the Young Bucks from Series 3, and we have a Kenny Omega from Series 1 version 2. So when I go figure hunting, it will be for that collection. You know, I already have all of these figures, so any figure that I see in store in the UK, I'm already going to have. So I'm basically buying it again just so I can add it to this collection. And that's exactly what I did today. I brought a new figure. I did try to film it and show you guys, but yeah, I messed up and I didn't hit the record button basically. So I'll show you what figure it is, I'll crack it open, and I'll give you a little bit of a review. So let's get this figure out of the bag and crack it out of the box. I went to the Entertainer today because I saw online they had a restock of Series 2. Series 2 is one of my favourite series of Unrivaled. I popped in to see if they had them in stock because I know online they are selling them. So I thought I'd go in store to see if I could pick them up. Unfortunately, they didn't have any Series 2 in store. So what I basically did, I just got my phone and I did a click and collect for an MJF and a Mox. And I'm going to go in on Thursday and pick them up. And maybe I'll do a figure hunt take 2 on Thursday. And yeah, we'll go from there with that. So this figure, what did I get? So I've just shown you my loose collection, and that's the collection I'm kind of working on building. And in that you saw that I had Orange Cassidy and the Young Bucks from Series 3. So I have half of Series 3 done, complete. So I decided to get another figure from Series 3. Yes, Darby Allin. This is probably the best figure from the series, in my opinion. Orange Cassidy is very good too, but I just think Darby Allin with the face paint and, you know, his attire, I think it looks amazing on figure form. So we'll get this open. And in the store today, they also had Pac, and they also had Rio. This is the Entertainer, so which is a UK store. So yeah, I was very tempted to pick up Pac too. So if I'm being honest, the Pac figure, it kind of sucks. It doesn't look anything like Pac, so I'm not really in a rush to get him, but I kind of want him because, well, I want all of them. I'm not going to lie. And especially as Pac is Series 3, and as of now I only need 2 more figures to complete my loose set of Series 3. We need Rio, which is currently on sale in Smith's. If you're in the UK and you need Rio, go to Smith's. You can pick up a Rio for $12.99, which is a bargain. That's why I didn't pick up Rio today from the Entertainer for $20, because next time I go to Smith's, I'll definitely pick up a Rio, and I'll probably pick up the Pac there when I'm there. So here we go. There is Darby Allin out of the cardboard. Let's get him out of here. The skateboard. I'm sure you've all seen this figure 1,000 times. It's been available for quite a while now. But I'm kind of late to the party with YouTube. So it's a much smaller figure than the others. I'm hoping this is in focus. It's probably not. I can't get it to focus. It has these plastic inserts to prevent paint rub. Let's take the jacket off. You're going to have to take the jacket off, I think, to remove those. Yeah. Jacket comes off nice and easy. So, yeah. I mean, the plastic inserts are cool because, you know, they're there for a reason, but they're also kind of annoying. Especially as a mint on card collector, because some of the figures they have them, like the Orange Cassidy from Series 3, he's just got like a plastic bag on his head, basically. So if you're a mint on card collector, it doesn't look great. This jacket is definitely a lot easier to take off than it is to put on. And with the weak arm joints on the AEW figures, I'm kind of a little bit nervous. I am struggling with this. That is the Darby Allin. Again, apologies if it's not in focus. I should just hold it there, because at least I know that focal range is in focus. So yeah, that is the Darby Allin from Series 3. Really cool design. Really good figure. I kind of wish I hadn't taken the jacket off, but I needed to take the jacket off to remove this plastic. So here he is in all of his glory, posed on my loose collection shelf. Yeah, basically this shelf is going to grow. I currently have 5 loose figures. I've got 2 more to pick up on Thursday, which I mentioned earlier. So we have an MJF and a Mox, which will go on this shelf. Oh, how cool is that? That is such an awesome figure. Series 3 for me is a really good series. Yeah, we are 2 figures away from Series 3 being complete, loose and mock now. We basically need to rebuy these 2 figures so that I can open them and then have them displayed here. And that will be a complete Series 3. And I'll probably work on Series 2 after 3 and then go for Series 1. I'm probably going to go for Series 1 version 2 as they're a lot more accessible. And I already have the Kenny, and I actually already have the Matt Jackson that I can open up. That's another Series 1 version 2. I got 2 of them, so I can open this one and then display that. But I'm not going to open that until I get a Nick. There's no point having one Young Buck. You basically need both. Loose collection is very new. Only started it last week. Mock collection, I'm pretty much up to date. I've got everything apart from the majority of the chase figures. I only have 1 chase figure out of the 10 that have been released. But they'll be my Grail figures to go for in the future. At the minute, I'm very much concentrated on getting as many loose figures for my loose collection.